What's up, guys? It's the G-Hole Podcast. I am Ray DeVito. Bob Biggerstaff is my co-host. And we had good times, man. We had a very funny comedian, Mr. Paul Oddo, who I've known for years. I've known him way more years than I've known Bob. Very funny dude. Won the Boston Comedy Festival a couple years ago. Heading over to Edinburgh to do the Fringe Festival. And yeah, just a super cool dude. On top of it, just a great person, too. Such a nice guy. Salt of the earth guy. And a very old school dude, too. We get into a lot of stuff. Yeah, he's also Bob's roommate. So we get to hear what domesticated Bob is like. Yeah, Bob and how he refuses to allow a microwave in his apartment. Can you imagine that? No microwave for Bob. Will not allow it. But no, we get in a lot of good times and great hanging with these guys. Follow Paul on Twitter and Instagram at Paul Oddo, PaulOddo. And of course us at Bob Biggerstaff for Bob and Twitter, me at Ray DeVito. And the podcast at the G-Hole Pod. All right. Love you guys. Thanks for hanging. No, but seriously, who's going to risk their job to...
You've never stolen something at a job you worked at?
No, but like to do it to bring his roommate fucking styrofoam coffee cups.
Johnny Cash did it with a whole car.
Does that sound so
why would you...
that someone would take if he worked at a place that had those?
Barron, get on the microphone. Defend yourself real quick. We're starting. Barron, get on the microphone. Defend it. Give him the microphone.
We're not recording yet.
Yes, we just started.
This isn't the episode.
Yes, I'm riffing. Let my roommate talk. All right, defend yourself. Tell me, say that is not...
It's a new time roommate. It's dairy-free. You don't want this. This is gluten. This is vegan. All this.
All right, we're talking... All right.
Of course, you know they're hip. They're Indian now.
But what do? You work at a hotel. They are going to throw shit away, and you bring it to the apartment.
Yeah.
That is it. All right, fucking... All right, you're not... All right, Barron... No, he did not turn you off. That's all right. You don't need to. All right. That's Barron, my roommate that nobody heard. We're recording a podcast in my apartment.
It's nice to meet you, Barron.
And this is Paul Oddo. All right, you're all right, now.
The last real job I had, like steal a folder or something.
He didn't steal stuff.
I'm not talking about.
He did not steal stuff. Bob is accusing my roommate, who just moved in. He's only been here like a month. He doesn't know me, and Bob's like,
was it still in the building? Was he taking them out of the trash cans?
No, he works at a hotel. They're gonna throw away stuff.
Gonna throw them away, but where were those items? That's my point.
What's up?
Hi.
We needed to start this podcast. We just got done with the show at Snowdonia.
Yeah.
We had to start.
I don't know where you're starting the podcast.
And Paul Oddo's with us, who is awesome on the show.
Thank you for having me.
And dude, if you remember, like years ago, you did a podcast with me.
Yeah.
Back at your apartment.
I'm sure we did. Yeah.
Do you remember that?
We've done a lot of things.
No, it wasn't. It was across the street here at the...
What were we doing?
Justin Fox, the kid that lived across the street from me.
I do remember that. Yeah, that was. Yeah, I remember.
Who's Justin Fox?
And that was called Greatest Hour of Life.
Was it?
Yes. Which nobody listens. It's fine. It's whatever.
Nobody listens to it.
G-Hall?
No, people do listen to G-Hole, but yeah, that's I don't
was that one G-Hall?
No, it was G-H-O-L.
That's what I said, G-Hall.
Yes, that's what G-Hall. That's what it was.
That doesn't sound too good these days.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want a podcast called The G-Hall.
Is that the same thing that we're doing right now?
No,
we're G-Hall.
Greatest hour of listening ever.
You can see how I might get that confused though.
Yeah. How you doing, Paul? What's up, buddy?
I'm good, man. I'm a little like jet lagged or whatever still, I think.
Where'd you come back from? You doing...
I went and did shows for the military over in Europe.
Cool.
And it was like a long month, actually. I was gone. I left here.
He did shows for the Ukrainian military.
Yeah, and
he did shows for
ISIS,
the Russian military.
Yeah, in the woods. Yeah.
None of the good guys.
No.
It was a weird tour.
They pay better. Yeah. You got to be a little.
Yeah, you got to get rid of that goat, though.
Huh?
You got to get rid of the goat you brought home.
That was part of my payment. If you want to buy it, I'll let you get rid of it.
Oh, I'll fuck it.
Uh-huh. No, I did shows in for the United States military in where did we go? Turkey, Kosovo, Poland, the Netherlands, and Norway.
You know what's insane, man? Is an ignorant American. I did not know we had troops like in Norway.
A lot of those places
in Turkey.
We're not. Nobody knows. It's like I wasn't even really allowed to like post about
Wow,
like the
so it's like
geotag.
secret thing.
Yeah, they're just not like they're not known that they're there.
It goes in line with your comedy career. People don't know that
Exactly.
you're
Yeah. I'm not allowed to geotag myself
like
at
when
comedy
they
clubs.
when they book it. Like who's very funny but nobody knows.
Exactly.
This is perfect because
Yeah.
you are very funny.
I'm like the Delta Force of comics. Yeah.
You're like the Norwegian American troops, or the American
Yeah,
troops in Norway.
Exactly. Top secret.
Yeah, nobody knows. You're good at your job.
I appreciate it. Yeah, they pay me to sneak in under the radar. But it was crazy. The last stop on the tour was in Norway, and that's like up above the Arctic Circle.
Right.
And the hours are so fucking weird.
Oh, what time is it there right now?
Well,
it
it's
is
like 7
midnight
hours
here.
ahead. So it's like 7 hours ahead. But that's not really what throws you so much. It's that the curvature of the Earth. At that point, the sun goes down at like 2:30, and then it's just dark.
PM?
Yeah. So
Oh, wow.
So it's darkness. So you get up there and the sun never quite gets over the horizon.
Right.
And so it's always sort of I don't think it's year long, it's just what it is right now.
So how many hours of sunlight would there be?
Not very many.
Dude, I've heard that. Like I heard legend that's what Alaska is in some places. Like some 6 months of the year, it's
And then it turns.
it's all sun.
Then it goes the
and
other
then
way.
another 6 months. It's
Well,
just
yeah. I mean,
all dark.
the way a circle works.
Which doesn't make any sense to me because we
get up
all
near the
know that
top.
the Earth is flat. So it doesn't really make sense that you would have a flat Earth and that this would still be
And
happening.
it's not the same everywhere.
Right.
The fact that we don't know this means we were not the best at science class in our high school.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure they taught us this, and it does make some logical sense, but we did not pay attention.
Exactly.
Or we were not invited to that class.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
kept us in, like...
I wasn't invited to class.
that was 5:05, and
It's a
we
great
got as
excuse
high
for
as...
skipping.
Yeah.
I was not invited,
Yeah.
so I didn't go.
You had an extra gym class.
Yeah.
Instead of getting invited to that science class, you had an extra gym class. We're like, we're gonna.
Yeah.
Paul, you have 2 gym classes. But I really
you
want to
fail
know
in both.
science
No, but I'm still a little thrown because because of that, like.
because of that gym class and why there was 2 of them on your schedule.
Yeah, and then after that, and then going to Norway, it's like my sleeping cycle is very messed up. So I never usually get jet lagged, but it was just the idea that when the sun goes down, I just start getting tired, and when the
Oh, dude, it makes sense. Yeah, I think that's like normal-ish. What do
Yeah.
you think, Bob?
But no, I mean my sleep's been fucked up, and it's been 3 weeks since I got back from. I did that cruise where I went to Guam, and
Oh,
then
that's right. You go all over the
so we
planet,
kept
too.
going, but well, we just kept going west. So every day we had to put our clocks back an hour. And the first 4 days I was on the ship in Guam, like I got on the ship in Guam, and the first 4 days I didn't have any shows. So I would go to sleep at like 6 o'clock, and then at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'd be like, okay, well I'll get up at like 10 and go to the crew bar.
Yeah, but here's what, like, looking at you, Bob, no offense.
But I would go to sleep at 6.
But you
no,
look
I mean,
like you're comfortable going to sleep at any time during the day.
Oh, I
Bob
don't-
looks like he's always ready.
oh, I don't have a problem going to sleep. It's just
He
when.
looks like he's always ready for a
Right.
nap. Like,
But no,
hibernate.
for the last week, I've been waking up at like 6 a.m. I know that's like normal people, but that's not.
Yeah, I know what
That's
you mean.
not what I do. Like
Yeah.
I've been up since 6 a.m. There's no reason for me to have been up at 6. I mean,
Right.
not to say that I should wake up at
first
like
thing you wake up, no matter what time or wherever you're at. What do you do when you wake up? What's the first
play
thing
with
you
my
do in the morning?
phone.
No, stop. For real?
Yeah.
I got to get up and I got to wash my face and I got to get coffee.
Do you?
That's my go-to. Just it means I'm up.
I mean, I probably made coffee at like 8, but I sat, I was watching TV and.
I can't. When I wake, I got to.
But I'm normally not,
I
I mean, yes, there's been days I sleep, well after, till like 1 or 2 in the afternoon. But normally I get up around 10, but getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning when I don't have anything to do.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
don't have a paper route.
And
Like, just-
knowing that I have stuff and knowing that I'm going to be asleep or I'm going to be up late at night.
Yeah.
Like, I knew I was
I
doing
would
this.
Make myself go back to bed.
So
If that
that's
was him,
so
I'd be
that's
like,
a weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't like. I'm really fucking tired right now because I've been up since 6 in
I
the
know
morning.
what you mean. I get hit with a wall. Like it just.
But I'm
it's just
trying
like,
to.
ooh,
But I've been trying
sucks.
to stay up so that then when I go to sleep, I won't wake up at 6. And I'm
Right.
like, why the fuck am I waking up at 6?
Yeah.
And the last time I went on like 10 years ago, I did a military tour in Korea, and that's like, 14-hour flight there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was, from California. And it took me like 3 weeks to, like, I was staying up all night, and at the time I was like working during the day at the comedy club. So it's not like it was a real job, but I
Right.
still had to, be there at like 10.
Sure.
And it took like 3 weeks.
It's weird.
I would stay. I literally couldn't go to sleep. The problem wasn't I was like sleeping at the wrong times. I just couldn't fucking. It'd be like 9 a.m. and I'd be like, I gotta fucking go to work in an hour.
Yeah.
I think I don't know about you, man, but I guess, well, I haven't been overseas a bunch lately, but for me, like, I'll take trazodone, and I take trazodone, and
What's that? Upper or downer?
A downer. It's, yeah, it like helps you fall asleep.
Okay.
Yeah, so it makes you like fall asleep and be able to sleep through the night.
Okay.
Which is like that's most important to me. Is like once I'm asleep, I want to stay. Sounds like something you need. Talk to your doctor. Trazodone.
Trazodone. This podcast brought to you by
No.
Trazodone.
Yeah,
It's all right.
that's all right.
Have you
My
tried
roommate's in
Trazodone?
his underpants.
Side effects may include dropping your food.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna.
Not stealing stuff.
It's not. No, it's not killing me. And I wake up for things. I've never had a problem like waking up for flights. I always have early flights. I've never missed a flight. I mean, I
Are
might
people
not.
accusing you of this?
Huh?
Are people accusing you of missing flights?
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I don't
When
miss
have
any.
you ever missed
with
a
the
flight?
sleep.
Have
no,
you missed a flight?
No. But I'm saying like.
Now I think you're lying.
When we do stuff, we don't have, as comedians, we don't have regular schedules. I kind of felt bad if I would sleep till like, 11 o'clock or noon.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, yeah, but my 9 to 5
Right.
is like,
Noon to 5.
no, it's like 6 in the afternoon till like 2 in the morning.
Right.
So if I sleep from 2 in the morning to 10 in the morning, that's
You
8
look awake
hours.
now. I'll tell you what. He seems alive.
I think you're doing
Does he
fine.
not?
But you know what I mean? I used to feel bad about sleeping late, and then I was like, yeah, but my work, when we
Yeah.
work at night, why shouldn't it be shifted to where that's my 9 to 5, so
Right.
my sleeping is.
What time did you wake up today, Paul?
Today I woke up.
Well, Paul had a guest.
I did have a guest.
Was she there last night when I was texting you? Like, did you get a box?
No.
Are you dating a lady?
I am not.
No.
I have a couple of lady friends.
No,
Oh,
Paul.
well, good for you. All right, we don't have to go into
Paul has no problem in the lady department.
I'm on a bit of a I'm on what they're calling a street beast phase.
a what? A phase? Or what?
After my breakup. So
All right.
Sort of
Do you want to
just-
go into the breakup or no?
I'm not. I mean, that's
Or, uh,
kind of the boring part. The aftermath is what's more interesting.
What's going on with the aftermath? When did you?
I
break
moved in.
Yeah, Bob moved in. That's the number one thing. I built a wall so
To
that Bob
keep-
could have a room.
Does he peek over like fucking on the?
It's not a fucking. It's
was
not
it
a
like
5
Tim-
foot. It's not a 5 foot wall, dummy.
like Tim Allen in the what was it? Hey
Oh,
neighbor,
What's his name? What was the
the
guy's
guy on
name?
the other side of the fence.
I was gonna say Wilson.
Wilson.
It is Wilson.
I think
Is it
was
Wilson?
Yeah.
Is that what Bob does? He's like on the hey neighbor, what's going on?
No,
over there?
he's got.
I heard you fucking last night.
If there was a if there was a fire if there was a fire and for some reason I couldn't get through the door, I think I could knock down the wall.
you couldn't get
You
through the
could
door.
not knock down
What are you,
the
the
wall.
You don't think
fucking?
so?
No, and you were in.
If I really tried.
Nope, you could not.
Okay, well that's
And
good.
Even
Yeah.
though Bob is shaped exactly like the Kool-Aid Man, who's only known for knocking down walls.
Those
Good one,
Bob
Ray.
cannot knock down a wall.
16-inch spaced apart metal studs.
Oh, that's right. There's the metal studs in there.
And they're all
Could Kool-Aid Man get through this wall?
no,
That's
not easily. And also, if we did have a fire, you have the fire escape.
I know.
So you're in the right one. So he's got the safest room in the house, honestly, or
does?
apartment or whatever. Yeah, he's got the fire escape.
so. These
I'd have to go
ladies
into
you're
his
hanging
room.
out with, Paul. Do you condoms? I'm assuming you got to.
Jesus,
I mean, sure,
Ray.
when required. I don't
What-
insist, but if it's
If you don't-
ladies'
yeah.
choice. I'm more in more of a suicidal mood right now, so I don't really care. But if you want to do that, we could do that. But I'm definitely willing to fly
What do
the
you
plane
usually
into the building.
do? Just trust her? Like, hey, you're.
I
on
don't
the-
trust anybody. No, I just do what I got to do, and I don't want to break the moment. But yeah, no, it's been it's been a weird time. I've been apart from my ex for about a year now, so it's been a lot of strange shit, and that's why like I've just been doing everything that I've been doing aside from the female department. I'm just like I've never really been single for any length of time,
Right.
So I've always been a serial monogamous type person. So this is I'm forcing myself to stay single.
Oh, all right.
I'm very much actively
dude.
forcing it.
Well, you look like you have options. You don't
So is
have
Ray.
to be single. Yeah, I'm forcing
So is my
myself.
wife.
Yeah.
Ray's forcing
right.
himself to be.
I'm not getting the ladies the way. Yeah, nor am I putting that vibe out there.
Right.
So it's,
And I feel like
so I'm
the less, but I'm just focusing on trying to take care of me,
yeah.
which I've never really done before. And
Well, you look like you take care of you.
I do a
you
lot.
look healthy.
I do a lot of push-ups.
He does yoga and push-ups and
I don't do that much
pull-ups.
yoga, but I should.
He does
'Cause everyone
pull-ups. He
Pull-ups and
taunts me
push-ups,
by
man.
doing pull-ups
A
at his
lot
door.
of pull-ups, a lot of push-ups, a lot of crunches every day, and that's my morning.
Okay.
So when I wake up in the morning, I have to
I do
all my
push.
exercise.
I do push-up bars. I do yogurt.
Yeah.
There we go.
I
Yeah.
do. What
Come
were
on,
the
what
things you
else? I
said?
got more fat chips. Yeah, with the food. What
Crunch.
else?
Reese-
Nestle Crunch.
Nestle
You do
Crunch
Nestle
bar.
And I do
Crunch.
Nestle Crunches.
You do Nestle Crunch.
Nestle
I brought in
Crunches.
some chocolate from Europe.
Yeah, I didn't use that in the chili. I forgot I had
Oh,
that.
you still throwing Reese's cups in there like a weirdo?
I just threw a Hershey's bar.
Oh yeah,
Just regular chocolate.
yeah. Leave the peanut butter out. That's not a
Crunch
good
with-
flavor
yeah,
combination
definitely,
with meat.
yeah.
You shouldn't do that.
What else?
This was chicken and veal chili. I didn't mean to buy veal, but I bought ground veal.
It all goes into the chili. It
Yeah,
works
it,
itself
it
out.
tasted different. It was good.
I bet it did.
It's good.
Bob's never made me chili.
I don't have
made
you.
meat
Do
chili.
you ever eat it?
I feel
Whenever-
I had that
insulted.
first time.
I always
had some.
I always make some and put it in the refrigerator. I'm like, Paul, you can have some, and then but I never see any. I never like notice that there's any less.
I don't think I do.
Do you cook, Paul?
I do.
What do you cook?
I like to cook ribs. I like to cook steak. And I'm
that's-
pretty good at anything breakfast related.
All right,
So
dude.
that-
That's some real
Yeah,
shit.
he looked up or he saw how Gordon Ramsay makes scrambled eggs.
Yeah, it's the shit. If
And-
you haven't done it, you need to check it out.
So I watched.
Dude, I like regular.
So I watched
scrambled
this
eggs.
video.
I never felt the need to
Hold on,
like
this is
spice up my.
important.
Okay,
Well,
yeah.
I watched this. Well, you explain it, but
Well, it's
he
what
was
I-
doing it, and then he told me about it. And I watched the video, and then I tried it, and I was like, they were good, but it was kind of a little too much work.
It's a lot of work, but it's what I use as
But
an
they
example.
are. But I'll give it. They are. You got to like them, not.
Hard.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I like scrambled eggs that are. I like over easy eggs that are.
I like over
the
easy
yolk.
eggs.
The yolk's on top. Like you don't flip it. The yolk's
That's a sunny side
okay.
up.
Well, just sunny. I like sunny side up.
Okay.
I like regular
which they
scrambled
might-
eggs.
Me too.
Putting them
They
in
might,
a
they might be
bowl.
kind of runny.
Yeah.
But like
That's a different-
scrambled eggs, I don't like.
I've never really been a big scrambled egg fan, but this is the.
I don't like
the
them if
Gordon
they're not
Ramsay
like
video
fully
is-
cooked.
Well, I like scrambled eggs.
It's
I'm
the
cool with
example.
scrambled eggs.
I use this video as an example of thinking when I'm talking to somebody. I'm like, so you got a few things in your life you think you got figured out, right? Like we all have a few things that we're like, I could do.
You getting
that.
all this out of scrambled eggs?
Yeah, it's a good
Okay.
example of it.
Okay.
So when you think you've got,
Oh, there's a whole nother world of scrambled eggs out
genuinely,
there.
when you think you've got something figured out.
I didn't know we're in a deep, but I'm
As
into
basic
it.
as it
All right,
might be.
Go back to the beginning because now I realize like.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's the idea is that I use this video as an example of
What goes
like,
on in the video.
I thought that I knew how
There's
to make
more to scrambled
eggs,
eggs than what he previously knew.
but
yeah.
this guy knows how to make them a shitload better than I do.
Right.
And it's just like this. I didn't think you could get that complicated with it, but it's a lot of different weird little steps, and you could just Google Gordon Ramsay scrambled eggs, and it's like
It's
I'm definitely
constantly
gonna check
stirring them. They're on the burner for like 30 seconds.
You take it off-
you take them
on the
off the
heat, off the
burner,
heat.
and you're constantly stirring them.
Okay.
and it's in a pot. It's not done in a pan. You put butter in with the eggs
Oh yeah,
at the
yeah,
same
yeah.
time.
Yeah, you put like it's a huge
You
amount
don't
of
need
butter.
to use that much butter, but you
He
do.
uses a big
you
amount,
do use
yeah.
butter when you put the eggs in at the same time. You keep it moving the whole time. You don't
Right,
put
right.
salt and pepper in the beginning because it breaks it down and makes it runny. And so you just keep moving it on and off the heat, and it like slowly you keep moving it. It's like a risotto. You're basically making this like it's getting.
You said
harder.
that like I make risotto.
It's the same idea.
He said, I don't know what risotto is.
Risotto's
That
like
is-
runny rice.
Yeah, in a similar way.
risotto is
Yeah.
This is
yeah.
definitely not. I want
Is that
to say
from the 90s?
I want to say
Rosario?
Also that.
I want to say
Rosario Dawson.
fully cooked, but whatever. Like
You can keep going.
scrambled eggs.
Yeah,
but the way he does it, yeah, they're kind of still moist.
A little bit, but
I
it
like
ends
'em.
up being like almost like a fluffy mashed potatoes in the
Do
end.
they show up and make your?
Who are they?
I'm still going with the actress.
Oh, I thought it was just one.
Risotto Dawson.
Yes, yeah.
That actually, she sounds like she's related to me. Risotto Oddo. Yeah. But anyway, it's good.
right.
If you like kind of fancying up your breakfast, it's really good.
Well, here's the thing. I like regular scrambled eggs. I just take eggs, put them in a bowl. I use no butter. I just mix them up, throw them in the frying pan, and then I'll.
Yeah, and
I'll
that's
eat it
totally
with that.
fine too.
You
That's
don't even
what
put any.
I'm
You don't put
fine
any
with that.
butter in the frying pan.
Not, I guess maybe a little, like yeah.
I mean, do you put anything in the frying pan to
You can
make
do
sure it
olive
doesn't
oil.
stick? Well,
Olive
yeah.
oil works.
I
I'm just
guess
saying, do you put something in there?
yeah.
Or you got a good pan. If you
yeah,
have a good
pan.
Oh
yeah.
no,
The
I
good-
said a pan.
the
If you have a
good-
good
Oh,
pan.
Pam or span. What's the thing you spray?
Pam is what you said.
Yeah.
The
That's
good
correct.
pan is
What is pan?
is bullshit though, because I've bought a couple of pans where they show them swirling around eggs, and it never fucking works. Like I bought one of those copper pans.
Oh really?
No, we're
Yeah.
talking about Pam, the spray.
No, we're talking.
No,
about
we're
both
talking
things at the
about
same
a
time.
Okay.
frying pan,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they show them on the commercials spinning like a fried egg, and the eggs just spinning in the skillet. And
Yeah.
I'm like, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, without any.
I've never seen a skillet. Yeah,
You need some kind of lubricant.
I bought the one that the guy was on the commercial.
Right? We don't have it.
You're not the first
No.
person
This
to
was
tell,
when I was in
Bob
Florida.
He needs
or
lubrication.
when I was in Florida.
He needs some
This is when I was in
lubrication,
Houston. But also,
That's what it says on the
and also,
statement.
I cooked a steak in it. You know, like it was cast iron, and put it in the oven.
Yeah.
You know, it said the thing was safe to like 600 degrees,
Uh-huh.
and it cooked the steak, and the steak was good, but it like stained the pan.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, I was
Because you
just
didn't
like,
have anything in the
this
pan?
thing's a bit. No, I mean, I cooked it how you were. You know, no, I had stuff to. You know, because the steak was in it, so I think I definitely had like butter in there.
Huh.
But it stained the pan like around the edge.
Oh, I got you.
I mean, steak.
it like
It was
a ring
obviously
around the-
it was obviously steak stuff, but like the bottom was fine. But then it had.
I don't know, but that's roommate shit. I'll talk
It's
about
just
the pans
ridiculous.
later. I know
Huh,
nothing
weird.
about. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to do.
Well,
one
I'm
of those
just saying.
too.
You know what I make?
He's talking about stirring the eggs, you know, and
I get
I don't want shit to stick.
I get the burrito tortillas from the Mexican from St. James over here.
Yes.
And then I'll
Excellent
get like
deli.
What do you mean
just-
burrito tortillas are just big?
that they use, so like the giant ones, the burrito ones. And then I'll get like a can of refried beans.
Nice.
I'll get some cheese, and I can make quesadillas.
That's
I
a
make
good deal.
quesadillas like I do that. I'm pretty good at that. I'll put in like some salsa stuff.
Yeah, you're a regular Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to
I like
make
it.
Gordon
I
Ramsay
like simple
quesadillas,
things
you
like
got to
those.
put it in
We don't have a
pot.
microwave.
You got to keep it moving like a risotto. That's the trick.
Again with
it.
the risotto. The risotto.
See, we don't have a microwave.
No, we do not.
So you do not. Oh, so
I've
you got to
had-
do like.
I've
I
had
lost
to
that in the
learn-
divorce.
Well, I mean,
for 4 years I lived here without a stove that didn't work. I didn't know because no one.
but
tried
you
to
had a
use it.
microwave, right?
Yeah. We've
I mean,
always had.
yeah.
A
My apartment in Houston, the oven stopped working. The stovetop worked, but the oven stopped working. So I just never cooked anything in the oven, obviously, until ended up getting a new oven a few years, like about 5 years ago. But
You cook a lot. Both you got. I don't cook that much, man.
when you don't
To be
have,
honest.
it's weird when you don't have a microwave. I mean, obviously,
that's gotta be
I've
weird.
adjusted
Yeah,
to
yeah.
it now.
How about guess what? Go fucking buy one.
You can
They're
buy one if you
$50
want.
Nah, I mean,
Go buy one. Like,
it hasn't.
You can get one for like less than $100.
I
Obvious-
just don't think to use
It's
it.
not that
Obviously,
big of a
if
deal. Well,
it-
he's right now bitching about not having a microwave.
If you'd let
It's an
me- if
easy
you'd let me
fucking
finish-
That's registering
to go
as that
get a
to you as
fucking
well.
If you'd let me finish,
Well, I
I'm not
just saw-
bitching about it. Obviously, if I wanted one, I would have
Yes,
bought one
go
already.
fucking Get one. They're
It's an
like.
attainable goal.
You didn't let me finish. You just immediately jumped in with, you're bitching about not having a microwave. No, I'm saying
I thought you were
you
bitching.
realize yes, when you're
That you haven't lost any weight.
when you're
even
heating
though
stuff
you
up.
haven't had-
Yes.
All right,
I'm
what,
fucking
all right,
with you.
whatever, Ray.
I'm sorry.
What are we talking about?
Microwaves?
No, we're
talking
not.
about cooking. And
Yeah,
the-
I don't-
both of
No,
us
we're not.
cook
We'll
and
talk
you
about
know.
something else.
All right. I'm sorry for. All right. So why do you
No, I
appreciate
don't.
not?
I don't.
having
I don't care.
a
It's all right.
microwave?
I like to cook,
Seriously, I want but I want
but
to
I
hear
don't
why
do it as
he
often as I would like to.
why you appreciate.
No, it's
not
just
having-
weird. It's weird when I first moved in with him and there was no microwave. You don't think about how in society, you use a microwave for a million things,
Right,
just
right.
to heat something up, to heat up. Whatever you want, you say you like saved a coffee or something. Oh, I just throw it in the microwave. Well, no, now I got to pour it in, and it's not like it's a big deal, but it is weird to.
Yeah.
I've never poured a coffee into a pan to heat it up,
Right.
and then poured it back into a cup.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably
That's
have.
what I'm saying. It's only I would just go
No,
buy a
but
microwave.
no, but
for
the thing is,
convenience. Like why
there
not?
hasn't
Or
been
steal one when you're in a Hampton Inn.
there hasn't been anything.
Your roommate
Take one,
about that.
yeah.
There hasn't been anything that has made me, really want to get one.
No,
Like when I said something to Paul about it, I was like, man, there's no microwave, and I can't buy like Hot Pockets. And Paul goes, well, that's probably a good thing.
Yeah,
But there are stuff, even though
But here's the
technically
deal,
I think you
could
can
put
cook
them in the
hot.
oven. You
True.
could put them in the
They're
oven.
better
Of
that
course
way.
you can, but that old Mitch Hedberg joke where he says, whenever I want to bake, I might not want to bake a potato now, so I just throw one in the oven because I might want one 2 hours from now.
Yeah.
It's
Dude,
like, yeah, of course that's the
fucking
whole
love
point. The
reheat-
microwave cuts down on the amount of time.
Well, I love the oven for if I have leftover pizza.
Yeah, you
and the
got
oven
better
is
heat.
fucking great.
Well,
Putting
of
in the
course,
baked-
yeah, because you put it in a microwave and it makes it all
It's-
floppy.
No,
pizza,
yeah, fuck
pizza
the
in a
microwave.
pan is even better if you cook.
Oh,
reheat
for real,
it.
I like it in the because like it's one of those things where I'm
Right,
gonna
but what
eat
do
it in
you-
20 minutes.
What do
So
you do
just
when you
set it
have
to,
old?
like,
What do you do
350?
when you have leftover Chinese food, and you want to heat it up? You put it in the microwave.
You know what? I don't really have leftover Chinese. I haven't been in that
done
situation.
It in a pan. You can
Yeah.
do it in a pan and it brings.
I know
out
you
the
can do
whole-
it in a pan. Obviously, I've done it since January.
Yeah, you
But
do
what
it.
I'm saying is that's something you would just throw the whole package. You would just throw the whole styrofoam thing into the microwave
Right, that's probably not good for you.
and
either.
reheat
Yeah,
it.
don't have the
Whatever.
styrofoam.
You'd put it on a plate and put it in the microwave.
Yeah, you
is
should
my
not
point.
have a microwave if you're putting styrofoam in there.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
a bad idea.
Not if you're cooking it for like 30 seconds or something.
No, I wouldn't use it. I would.
Whatever, Ray. The
I would
point
take it off the
is,
styrofoam.
you heat up stuff. Shut the fuck up. How
This
about that?
Truly is the greatest hour
Jesus
of listening
Christ.
No,
ever.
Never.
If you're gonna
put
be funny,
styrofoam-
if you're gonna be funny, but don't just because I say putting. You know what my fucking point is about the microwave? It's much easier to heat things up. That's the
Yeah.
point.
Guys, stop fighting.
What else? No, this is what happens all the
No, it's
time.
fine. But no, yes, but you should never put fucking styrofoam.
I'm not
It's
putting it
just
in.
probably not a good
I'm not
idea.
putting it in so
I'm sure
it
you could
melts.
do it
I
with-
understand that. You don't put it in
You
so
should
it
never
melts.
Use fucking styrofoam, man. Even for 30 seconds. Paul, do you agree?
I mean, I just don't think it's a good practice.
Well, you don't
could
even use
probably
a
get away
microwave.
with
I'm
it.
not eating. I'm not eating it, and I'm not putting something in there for like 5 minutes.
Styrofoam's no good, man.
We see the thing was we had a microwave when I was with the ex, and she took it, but it was a shitty ass microwave. I was actually glad to see it gone because it was just one of those like kind of got the cheapest microwave that we could get, and it was like a little knob. It didn't even have like a
Right.
touch
Yeah.
screen or nothing. I was like, fuck this dumbass.
I had to
thing
look at
anyway.
my microwave.
Like
to see if mine was
one in a hotel. Like you find some shitty hotels
Yeah, it
have
was
that.
stupid. I never even knew how to work it. I was like, this. I hated it, and every time I would. Microwaves always get so gross on the inside too. It's just one more thing to clean.
Right.
And I'm a little bit of a neat freak when it comes to shit. I don't like food garbage all over the place.
I don't know. I think microwaves are fine to have. I
That's
respect
fine.
people that
I got
have
no issues with them.
Yeah.
But I like the. It's just another thing.
Yeah, Ray. Most people have them. My whole point was just it was weird. It was weird not having.
Listen, Bobby.
It's weird not
Styrofoam.
having one.
Yeah.
Bob,
you can obviously
yes.
get one.
With
anytime
how
you
much
got
you
one.
love styrofoam, you
No,
should
it
not
was
have a
it was
microwave.
weird not having one, and yet
Having
it
all the
hasn't
styrofoam
been a
to-
big deal.
Hasn't really slowed you down. Yeah. I always like.
I'm gonna come over here and put a Tupperware thing in your microwave and just set it for 10 minutes and leave, and make
That's
sure.
also not good for the
and
microwave.
make sure you don't see me do it. Yeah, I know. I want it to melt, and
Yes, those are not
all
good.
you guys
You know
die
what,
20
as a
years from
kid,
now.
I'm surprised. I almost blew up a microwave. I put an egg in it. I did
Well,
not
you're
know
dumb.
You cannot heat up
with
an
the
egg.
shell and everything.
Yeah, just
Well, that's
with
not
an
going to
egg.
blow up the microwave.
I was like, gonna say
Was it wrapped in aluminum foil?
no. It the microwave came up off the ground and
Whoa.
like
From
and
the
it,
egg
like,
exploding?
exploded. The egg exploded.
Now I kind of want to do that.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know. No, that happened. I was fucking there. I got in trouble for
There's a
it.
couple of things about microwaves that it's like, why isn't that clearly written all over the side of the microwave?
Yeah, don't put an egg in here.
Like, don't put that in there. And also, we all know that you're not supposed to put metal in the microwave, but that's also
No one told me not to put an egg
But
in
you
the
should
microwave.
still have that written on the fucking microwave that says, don't put metal in here because it will cause an explosion.
Right.
You know what I mean?
There
Like,
should be warnings.
it's
Have
just
you
that
ever
much
have
of
you
an
ever put
understood
metal in a
thing.
microwave
Of course.
like by accident?
Of course.
I never have.
Yeah, it's
I
like,
have.
And turned it on.
yeah.
Yeah, there's like sparks and stuff
Sparks,
before
it's
it,
weird, yeah.
You know where I saw it?
but I've never.
You've never done that, really? Like you'll do.
I don't think. I
comedy
mean,
shows?
I
Let's
might.
do
I
it.
might have plopped. I might have plopped something in, and then before I turned it on, realized. But
Like,
I don't think I've
I'll
ever.
do comedy shows
Because no, I would have gotten rid of my microwave immediately if I had done that and I saw like any sparks inside. I would have just thought my
But they'll
microwave
give
was
you
fucked
a
up.
dinner. Sometimes you do a comedy show and a place will give you a dinner to go,
Right.
not knowing they don't know you're leaving with it, and there's silverware in there. And I put the container in the microwave and like
Oh,
I'll
what's the
say it's
container made out of?
fine. Cardboard.
Biodegradable.
Really? All the time?
I accidentally have put a fork and there's a spark.
Styrofoam, maybe?
No,
Or
Styrofoam
plastic?
fork?
I won't put styrofoam in the microwave. I will not do it. I have
Okay.
a phobia about that.
I think that the plastic containers are bad too to put in there. You know, like the
I
ones
put
for
it on.
soup and
I
shit.
put it on
Some
a
of-
regular plate. A regular
But some of them
glass
say you
plate.
can microwave them.
Yeah,
I put it on a
They're
regular
probably
glass
different.
plate if I put it in the microwave.
a glass plate,
A plate.
a plastic or glass or a
No,
microwavable
not plastic.
plate.
A fucking regular. I gotta wash it.
If
put
things
it
are
in the
microwave safe,
dishwasher.
it can be plastic and be microwave safe.
Yeah,
I don't
See,
really.
All these complications are eliminated by not having.
I'm
a
taking
microwave.
advice from two dudes that do not have a microwave.
Right.
On how to
We
what
live-
to
we live
what
a
to put in
sim-
this object that I do not have.
We live a simpler
Wow.
life.
But you guys have.
You're the one with the radiation in your house.
We could choose to have a microwave, but we don't.
Believe me, we would have one if I really wanted one.
You know what we got that I never use is the vacuum sealer. I have one of those things.
What's a vacuum sealer?
It's
Is it an actual machine or is
Yeah.
it just a little hand? Because I bought
It's a machine.
I bought a cheap. It was actually cool. Like it was one of those like Instagram pop up things where it was like $5.
Yeah. No, mine's a good
And it
one.
worked for like five. It worked for like a few days,
Yeah.
and it was cool. It was just like this handle thing that would seal
Yeah.
the
What
bags.
it is, because you asked, is it just sucks all the air. Like you can put something in there, and then
It looks
sucks
like a
all
hole.
the
It
air.
doesn't look like a hole puncher, like a 3-hole punch.
No,
kind
it's a
of.
little bigger than that.
But you know what I'm. But it's not like.
It's long like that.
Yeah, it's long.
Yeah.
And it's probably, but it's not like the size of a book.
Yeah, don't put the microphone near your mouth while you're saying that.
Yeah, but it's good.
showing
it's,
size.
It's good for like food preservation. So
Oh,
if
okay.
you're trying to like
So what are you trying to preserve? Food that you have, like what's
say you've got a block of cheese or something, and you want
Okay.
and you cut it and then you put it.
Yeah,
in the vacuum sealer,
if you take
seal
all
it,
the
it
air
never
out of
fucking
it,
goes bad.
it'll stay in your refrigerator for months.
Yeah. So that's the idea.
And also, people do it with like.
I'm not arguing that you're smarter than me and care more about
I'm not
the,
arguing for that.
the food you do, but he was putting styrofoam in a microwave. I had to
Sure.
call him out on that.
Well, you know, we've all done dumb things, and who knows?
It's not dumb. It works.
But then again, I put
Just-
a fork in, and it was but mine was
And
on
an egg.
accident. Yeah, and an egg. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've,
So we've all had microwave.
Yeah, why would you put an
transgressions.
egg in the just to pop an egg in the? You trying to hard boil it?
yeah, I was just I wanted a hard boiled egg, and I didn't know.
You know what the
had to
key
boil.
word of that is? Boil. Was it in water?
Dude, I was like in second grade.
Right.
I was in second. I didn't do this yesterday.
Did you take the short bus
When
to
did the
school?
fork thing happen?
What's that?
When did the fork thing happen?
Oh, like doing a comedy show, and let's say
Last week.
Grown
you
times.
left a place, and they gave you like
He's trying to imply he does shows at Caroline's because he gets picked.
no.
He gets
If you
free
get a
food.
dinner,
Well, good.
but like I don't want to eat before I go on.
Right.
But they don't know I'm leaving, so they put maybe a piece of silverware in the
Got it.
container. Me not knowing, I'm home 6 hours later after driving back. I stick it in the microwave, and like there was a
Got it.
spark. It only happened once. It's not like it happened all the time.
Yeah, and
Like,
you didn't do it on purpose.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
nice.
At first, I was like, I think they gave me a lot of food. 'cause it was
Dumbass.
heavy. Like I was like,
Yeah.
it's like, dude, we got a lot of steak here. This
Yeah.
is, you know what I mean? And then it's just like, no, it was just also.
Oh, when you ordered the steak? Yeah, they're not going to have you back. You should.
it was.
Plus, he stole the silver.
You shouldn't get
Yeah,
the steak.
it was all silverware. They gave me a thing
Yeah.
full of silverware.
that knife at the show. That was from his steak dinner.
Yeah, that was weird. There was a.
Yeah, that was weird.
was
It
a-
makes sense though because they were ordering.
Did you
they
get
had
there before the show started?
No.
We
came out-
did a show tonight at Snowdonia, G-Ho Pod. That's why. We're
So you
doing
weren't
this,
there with when they talked about the knife before.
I was.
Oh, okay.
No, he was there for that. Yeah, there was for whatever reason there was a knife on. But they were eating food, and
No,
I
the
think
person was eating. Yeah, they were eating food that required
it
a
wasn't
steak
that
knife.
out of the ordinary.
It was strange when I got up there
Yeah.
because it was like on the bench.
Aaron or whatever moved it. Or what was the guy's name? What was his name?
Alex
Pavone. Yeah, he moved it to the because it was sitting in front of her, and he was
brought
like,
it in and placed it there. He's like, I need something to talk about for 7 minutes, and he put a knife on the bench.
Yeah, it was a good sized knife. It was just strange to see sitting there when I was standing there.
it was a traditional steak knife.
Yeah.
It looks like the knives I stick in my microwave.
It looked like the type of knife they give you with the bread at Outback Steakhouse.
Yeah,
wooden handle.
Yeah, that kind, where it's like a little more dangerous than it needs to be.
Well, it's very dangerous bread. You really want to get into the bread.
That's not a
Sharp.
knife.
It's not for bread.
Yeah, that's for killing crocs. That's right.
But it makes sense. But that's the type of knife you want. It is weird, like when you have like you're cutting like a loaf of bread that's like been baked or something. You need like a heavy duty knife.
You want serration.
You're more likely to get hurt if you don't have.
No, that was a steak knife. That's not the knife they give you for bread.
It looked like that one, and it was serrated in a little.
Yeah,
way.
it was a steak. I have some like Budweiser steak knives that are exactly like that. That's a
Who's
standard.
Budweiser bottles with steak knives.
My dad worked for Anheuser Busch, and he used to always give people steak knives for gifts.
Budweiser.
They said Budweiser on the handle.
Get drunk and use this knife. Yeah.
Yeah.
Open your beer
So
bottles with this.
I had a bunch of them.
The best bread knives are those long ones that are kind of serrated with like a rounded tip on them. You know, they're like made just for bread.
Right.
Yeah, they had those at all the hotels when I was over in Europe. The fucking breakfast, man. Speaking of breakfast,
You got up for it. I never wake up
I
in time.
always do because I'm just like, dude, I don't know when I'm gonna eat again if I'm doing those things.
That makes sense.
So I would get up and I would do the breakfast, and then I'd also make
Were
a
the breakfast
sandwich.
free?
Oh yeah, they get hospitality right overseas. Like not only at hotels, the way they take care of you, but also flights around. Everyone feeds you, and all the wine is free. It's all part of it. It's so frustrating when you fly anywhere within the United States, or you stay at any hotel in the United States in comparison to shit in like Europe and other places, because they fucking hook it up. They actually
I really never stayed because every time I've been overseas, I was staying with
somebody or like
a girl
friend.
that I dated or something. So I've never been like in hotels.
Sure, and then you exchange the continental breakfast for sex.
Yeah,
and that's a fair trade. You don't need the breakfast if you're staying with a woman. You get the comforts of the relationship, as it were.
So I did.
That's
yes.
nice. Yeah, so you take the good with the bad.
Yeah,
But
no, it's fine.
They don't fuck
I'm
me
just
at these
saying I've never
hotels,
seen the
but they give me
hotels
good
over
eggs.
there, which is
Well, like Paul and I were actually talking early, either today or yesterday, about like the flights. Because like when I flew from New York to Denver, Denver to Hawaii, and then Hawaii to Guam, and Hawaii to Guam, all those flights. But even the one Denver to Hawaii and then Hawaii to Guam, there was no. There's little snacks, peanuts and shit, but I had to pay, I got a cheeseburger for $10. And when I was flying back from Vietnam, where I went Vietnam to Tokyo to DC, there was a full meal from Vietnam to Tokyo and from Tokyo to DC on this Air Nippon airline.
Oh, no.
And all the drinks were free.
Yep.
You know what? I will say that when I did fly over to Europe,
Right.
dude, that's a great.
I think
flight. That's a fucking.
I mean,
great
and
you
flight.
could just be like,
I
"Keep
wanted
giving
the
me
flight
wine."
to be longer. I was like, I've never been in this cool fucking.
It's
I think when you
Nice,
fly
right?
from America, on international flights, they have free
They step
drinks.
up their game.
But
They do.
like,
it is insanely nice. I wanted
going
the
to
flight to be
Guam-
longer.
going
I'm
to
this is
Guam
only
is
11 hours.
considered part of
this
America.
Is bullshit.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how
This is
fucking-
nicer than my apartment.
And imagine how nice it is doing like business or first
well, I
class
mean,
or some of that shit
but
too.
how were you? Were you flying just regular seats?
It was like premium, but nothing special. It was just a little bit better than bullshit.
Dude, I just bought whatever it cost me to get over to like Scotland.
Yeah.
And it was an
And it's
amazing
still fun.
flight. Yeah, it was it was so
We're
I
genuinely
took something that flew
accustomed.
from New York to London, like one of the flights that do that.
But how long is that?
It's fucking amazing.
That's only like 8 hours or something, isn't it?
I wanted it to be
about 7 or
longer.
8
That's
hours.
how nice the flight is.
It's nice.
I
And
was
they're
like,
just
can we
giving
do
you
this for
booze.
16 hours?
They're just trying to get you drunk so you go to bed.
Dude, that is such a nice fucking seat.
And
the
it's-
seat is like, it's like the best lazy
Well, I mean,
boy
it
you
depends.
ever sat
It depends.
in.
It depends where your seat is. I mean,
They're all nice.
no. I'm
They're
on all
all
my
ni-
flights. The plane.
I've had a couple on.
Well, I'm not fucking 600 pounds.
They were
Rob.
regular.
I was fine.
Jesus, Ray. No, I mean they're not.
I can see
They're-
you be uncomfortable anyway.
They're not.
You look.
I'm tall. I'm taller than you. Like they're not.
He is 6'6".
Well, I mean the seats are.
That is true.
It was just
You are
regular.
tall. I will say
I just sat in. I just sat in whatever the regular.
Yeah.
I didn't have. I mean, if you want to say coach,
I don't even really
I
care.
wasn't
about
all the
seat.
way in the back, but my seat was. I'm just saying. He's saying the seats are. He was obviously in a different part of the plane.
He was just
No,
wrapped up in how wonderful the
I will
experience
say
was.
this: they had there's how like a regular American flight, there's there's seats on the right, seats on the left. There's just one aisle.
Yeah.
How they had it was there's like seats in the middle,
3 in the middle,
seats
3 or
over
4 in the
there,
middle.
and
Yeah.
then seats over there. There's
Well,
three
yeah,
rows.
it's probably a bigger plane.
It
Yeah.
was fucking amazing. I
Yeah.
loved it.
It is cool.
I wanted it to last longer. I was
know.
looking forward to leaving for the flight. I'm like,
Right.
this flight is like the coolest.
Yeah, those big planes. I always wanted to ride in one of those planes that has like 2 stories. Those giant.
I think that might have been what
Yeah,
I
they
was.
still have those.
Yeah.
I've never
I
seen
saw
one.
some.
Oh, you know what? I must
never
not have
seen
been in
one of
those.
those.
I was just in the 3-row plane.
Yeah,
Okay.
they have, and those 2-story ones have like a lounge upstairs and shit.
Oh,
like it's
wow.
a train, so you can go up there and just hang out at like a bar.
Dude.
I've never ridden on one, but I know that that's the layout of those things.
Dude, put it.
Yeah, if you have access to it.
Yeah, you gotta.
Would you? Okay, if
Business
someone
center.
told you this, you're gonna fly. Let's say you want to go to London, and like you get to fly to London for free on this plane. But here's the deal: it's free, but there's a 1 out of 4 chance it might go down.
I'm not taking the flight.
What are you fucking stupid, Ray?
Those odds aren't good enough.
Jesus
All right, what
Christ.
would the odds have to be? One out of
Whatever they
10?
are now.
Yeah, the odds of just regular
Yeah. Whatever the odds are now,
Let's
I'll
say
take
it was
that.
a little
one
more
in
risky.
1 in 4 chance, but it's free, so hey.
Yeah.
They
That's
wanna
how it
test,
used to be.
Put it this way: it's a new plane, and they want to.
It's
test
never
it 'cause
been.
They think it's
It's
gonna be
never
good.
been a 1 in 4 chance, unless you're talking Wright brothers
I think
planes.
it was around that time. Yeah.
Dude, didn't the one Wright brother crash his plane like 11 times or something? But I guess they were really like just starting.
I'm sure they did, and also they were like 2 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying too. Like,
Had a weed whacker engine.
but no, it's known for how many times he's been in like plane accidents.
Well, if
No, I don't
anybody's
think
got a
they.
right
I don't
to
think they
crash
had
an
engines.
What the
No,
fuck
I think
did they
so.
use? A
The
sling?
No, I
Wright
think they were. I think
Well,
they were
look,
like pedaling
I can't
them.
talk about it because I don't know the details.
They were either pedaling them or they were gliders. They didn't.
I don't know enough
They didn't
about
have.
it
I don't think
to
they had
make any
engines.
kind of argument about it.
I'll look it up because I'm not. I don't. But there is some fact. We'll talk about it after we look it up.
I do know that flying into Norway, when we were going over these like crazy like snow-covered mountains and shit, it was one of the most picturesque things I've ever seen in my life, and I really wanted to like bring one of the Wright brothers or both of them back from the past to be like, check out this. This
wow.
This is what you'll be able to do with what you've just made. It's like, see this. It looked like Valhalla. It was the most gorgeous thing.
I wish I was smart enough to know what Valhalla is.
It's
Now I have
Viking
to-
heaven. Yeah, it was like that kind
I
of
gotta
like
check
this. It was honestly like almost breathtakingly beautiful. It was the most pretty thing I've ever seen flying into Norway. It was absolutely insane. And then when you're flying in, like right when you're landing, you're going past like all these old houses and it's all snow covered. And along the road, there's like people riding horses and shit.
Wow.
And it was like, okay, give it a rest. I get it, you fucking living postcard. I understand. You're adorable.
Oh, they're doing it on
No,
purpose
it was
when
real.
it's not necessary.
But it just seemed at
But
a
wasn't
certain
it
point.
necessary?
It seemed excessive.
It wasn't necessary.
It
you're
was
saying?
real and authentic. It was not like a Truman Show situation.
No, they weren't setting it up just
No.
to.
It just looked phony because of how like cartoonishly gorgeous the whole thing was.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't supposed to be. That's where you
There was a
I don't
guy
know.
dressed.
Lost
There was
about
a
the story?
are we
there was a
talking about
guy dressed
Central
like
Park?
Thor.
Yeah.
Here, tell me there's a
feel
guy
like you
in
got
Central Park that
sidetracked.
like has horses for no reason.
Yeah, I think you got sidetracked waiting to make fun of what I was saying.
No,
instead
it
of
was
listening to
not.
what
I was trying to
saying.
go in with you. So that's normal that they use horses.
Yeah,
still.
yeah.
Yeah, all right.
No, I think it was a tourist thing.
Yeah.
They were
But then you
they were
just
doing-
said it was so good that it
It
was like
seemed
you're
like they
trying
were-
too hard. Oh, you're being sarcastic making fun of them. All right, that's what I didn't get.
There we go.
I need
we
Paul.
go.
You got to stick. You got to pick up your sarcasm game. I'm sitting next to fucking
You're right, it's my
sack of
fault.
sarcasm, Bob over here.
Anyway, it was really pretty. Yeah,
Pretends like he doesn't appreciate microwaves.
he's learned to not appreciate microwaves.
You
Bob
took a
wants a
simple
microwave.
story and made it dumb, Ray.
It's a pretty place to go, and it's the coldest I've ever been. It was like negative 25.
Oh, so it's cold. You know what? I can't really enjoy
Fahrenheit?
it if it's that cold.
yeah,
Wow.
negative 25 Fahrenheit. Like fucking stupid.
Wow.
It was like I'm going.
Were
to
you
die
prepared?
Cold. I was layered up. I was fine, but you can only be so fine.
Yeah.
In that.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's like you stand outside for a
Dude.
minute and you're just like, I got to get the fuck out of this.
I don't
right
know
now.
if you guys know. You remember the booker Ken Muller, but I do like these Muller runs, and like this is like up in Minot, North Dakota.
Oh, yeah,
and
that's
like
bad.
up in South Dakota, and you drive from.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember driving, and it was like negative 24 degrees, and it is weird. Your car, it's not normal.
No.
It like weirdly shakes. You're going like 65 miles per hour.
So it's colder.
Yeah, it's just
your
weird.
car.
Your car is like shaking the whole time. You're like, I don't know, this is good. Like
No.
my car, it's weird.
I know. I
It's-
did Minnesota like that.
But here's the deal: you're going to keep going because it's like, in my
Well, you
way,
can't
I'm like,
stop.
yeah,
You
I'm
gotta
not
keep going.
stopping. Yeah,
Yeah, we had that polar vortex.
Did your
thing
car
here.
plug in?
no, I know they plug their cars in up there too.
Yeah, we had that polar vortex here a couple of years ago. You know, when it got down to like negative 16
Right.
and shit. I walked to the deli and got a hot coffee, and I had gloves on and everything. And I remember some of the coffee like spilled out of the lid onto my glove,
And
I
it
went
froze?
to set it. I went to set the cup down to like open the door to my apartment, and the cup was frozen to my hand.
Yeah,
it just
yeah,
went
yeah.
from boiling hot coffee to frozen ice, just like that. Like,
Yeah.
it was crazy.
When I said sorry, you done?
I'm done.
When I said the plug the car in, when I was a little kid, one of my buddies, and we're talking like this is like 1983, 1984. My friend's dad had I think it was like a Volkswagen Rabbit, but it had a plug coming out of the front of it. And even though I lived there, I never knew anything about that. And my friends and I, we were just like, we thought it was so funny that we're like, he's got to plug his car in. Like we didn't know what it was
Right,
for.
right,
And then
you gotta heat up the.
he told
battery
he
or
told us
something.
one day, or my buddy was like, no, it's for so the car can start
Well, it's to keep
when
the
it's really
battery-
cold.
Yeah. Otherwise, your battery like dies.
But
Which-
seeing a
that happened to
three-pronged
me. I
plug
had
sticking out of on it looked like an extension cord.
Right,
Like
it
a-
looked like an electric car before it was happening.
yeah, but
That's-
we were just like, I was just like,
well, you know what? You
that's
say that
funny.
when I was there to start my car, they had to come jump me every morning because
believe it.
I did not have a plug.
Yeah.
So like your car's not gonna you need a jump every morning.
But
Your battery's
I'd
dead.
I'd never seen that
yeah.
before.
So I got to jump every time I started my Chevy Cavalier back in the day.
It's too much. That's
yeah.
a lot to
So it was
deal
like 4 days in a row. I had to like get a jump. I knew it was just not started. Like
Yeah,
before I
that's-
even went to my car, like no, don't even try.
Yeah.
We have to jump you.
That's a type of hell.
Yeah.
That kind of cold.
Yeah.
That's so fucking cold.
Where I lived, up in Liverpool by Syracuse, I mean, it snows more there than any place in the country.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I felt disappointed. I thought I got shortchanged last year with the winter. I mean, it was cold, but I didn't
Right.
see a lot of snow.
Right.
Also, we're in the city. I mean, it's not like I was going to play in the snow.
It can hit hard.
But still, I thought. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember. The last year, it seemed kind of.
it was pretty light.
Yeah.
I think it was 2016 that was like one of the wildest ones that we had around here.
I was
Well,
I was
I have
up
no
here
idea.
once, like 10 years ago, visiting buddy Mark Richardson, and man, it was weird. I mean, we were walking the streets, and it was like there was no. It was more than 10 years
Oh,
ago.
it can be cold.
But it was so. It was. I mean, there was
Dude, but,
nobody on
like,
the streets.
Yeah.
Being in South Dakota, North Dakota, like We're gonna get rid of
Yeah,
it.
that's constant.
That's different.
Yeah,
that's
I think it was
constant.
2012 in Astoria. We had like that crazy blizzard. There was a real intense blizzard, and I
Oh yeah, we get some crazy blizzards. Yeah, we're
I
not
remember going out in the
immune
snow.
to them.
That was
yeah.
the most snow I'd ever seen. I went out in
Yeah.
the snow out of my apartment on 29th Street and walked out in it, and I was just like so overwhelmed by how much snow it was. I walked out into the middle of the street, and there was so much snow I couldn't see my hand 3 feet. Like
Yeah.
like, out in
it
front of me.
can get crazy.
Snow is awesome when you're a kid. That's the funny thing. Like when I lived in Liverpool, I was just a kid, you know, kindergarten to 10th grade. So
Yeah,
I
you're doing
never
that.
drove.
Yeah.
I didn't drive yet. So snow.
Oh yeah, when you're a little kid,
snow was
great.
all fun.
you're
Well,
doing
I didn't.
Tower
And you
Hop
don't have to
shit.
go to school
Yeah.
on top
Yeah.
of it. Like you get a
Well,
weird
I didn't. Well,
free day.
snow's been fun for me as an adult because I haven't really lived. It hasn't really affected me in a negative way.
You don't have to show
But I
it.
didn't realize how
You
much
don't have
my-
to get a microwave. You
I
don't
didn't
gotta
realize how
snow,
much my
just
pa-
you and your fucking styrofoam.
I didn't realize how much my parents didn't like the
moved.
snow. I
They
thought it was so
went-
much
yeah.
fun.
It's
and
a lot
then,
of
but you don't.
problems.
Well, yeah, you don't realize as an adult. Yeah, when you got to drive and the slush. You know, I mean, hell, you always got shit on your shoes.
Yeah, it's a lot to deal with.
I mean,
for sure.
Oh no, it can suck dick. Yeah, I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, you guys got it bad out there.
Yeah, we're getting ready to wrap up just because I gotta.
No, I hear you.
Yeah, Paul, where can
you gotta what?
Go to bed.
Say something.
Me too.
Say something stupid.
You guys.
I'm gonna get a microwave, get styrofoam, fucking.
I'm gonna fucking put a
steel
fork in your
forks,
microwave.
What were you gonna say?
and just bring it to your apartment. I'm
He
sorry.
was gonna
you
say
live
something
with,
dumb, Paul. Are you not following?
He was saying, Paul, you got a thing, and then what?
Jesus Christ.
No, I was gonna like.
Where can we
plan-
find you online?
Oh,
Yeah, where can we find you?
All my
Like,
stuff is just my name, Paul Oddo, at the different things, Facebook and Instagram and all that. I have an Instagram that's also for my artwork, so Paul Oddo Art. But then I have my podcast, which is just me talking to myself for like 45 minutes. It's
Awesome.
kind of crazy. It's called Scientology.
And also, man, that knife was there because Bob's your roommate. You're supposed to take it home and stab Bob with it.
I got plenty of knives.
He's got plenty of knives.
That's,
Believe me.
yeah. All right.
knives and stuff.
They're locked up in the knife closet.
All right. We're
Thanks for
wrapping
having
up.
me.
Step up to the G hole.